Hi, Hypno Yogis. So I had commented earlier, I posted that today was a bit of a challenging day. And one of the things that came out was that the teacher is really tough. That's the thing about going to school is sometimes you get tough teachers, just like in the real world you get tough clients, and tough bosses as well. I've had lots of tough teachers and tough bosses, and this one's a tough grader. Um, and a few people broke down in class, and these people we spend a lot of money on our education, and this is the last residency, and to get a really stern teacher is a challenge. And today was the day that I demonstrated my group counseling skills. So I basically had to facilitate uh, running a group. And the group got out of hand a couple times. It was the first group demonstration that was done. And luckily I'm skilled in that, and I was able to bring it back. There was one moment when the whole group kind of lost focus and went into another direction. So I had to bring them back and anchor them. And then there was another moment that was really challenging, and I kind of took a leap. And that was during the group. Um, a few of the students in their conversation or in the group when they were processing the material that we were going through reached out to ask the teacher something who had left the group and was sitting on the side. And the leap that I took was to regain control of the group and not let them reach out for the teacher's approval or answers there. And I was able to kind of rein everyone back in and get them focused in the group process. And that paid off huge. I got some really good bonus points for that because it's a technique called blocking in therapy. And sometimes when the group gets diverted or wants to focus all of the attention on one person, then the whole dynamic moves over to that one person instead of being focused on the group where it should be. And so instead of allowing that to happen, I just went back in and brought the focus back in on the group. And then after the group wrapped up, the teacher asked me if I had realized what I had done. And I wasn't sure what she was going to say, so I just kind of played it off like I wasn't sure. I just told her that, well, the flag went up and I knew that the group was going off track, so I knew it was time to bring them back together. And she said, well, yeah. And she also said that that has happened in a lot of other groups, but she has never had anyone be able to block that and bring it back into the group. And every other time she said that she's had to tell the students, nope, you guys are going to have to work it out for yourself. And she wouldn't answer. But I was able to do that. So that was a huge thing. So having a really tough teacher, I was really glad that I was able to pull off some extra points by taking a leap like that. I still have a couple other face-to-face things to do with a couple other clients one-on-one, which I'm really comfortable with. It's still a little nerve-wracking because the teacher's going to be assessing me, but I've done supervised stuff before. However, I've never been assessed on my ability to run a group. And so being able to get that feedback for running group was really inspiring, and it's definitely something that I'll be pursuing in the future. And I'll be looking forward to opportunities to work with other clinicians in counseling to be able to facilitate groups and to help these groups grow in a safe space. So that was my experience. It was ups and downs. There was a lot of a lot of hardships for a lot of other students. And I hope there was a lot of lessons that people learned. I know I learned a lot of lessons, but I also got some really good votes of confidence in my skills, which was really nice. Although it is unfair because I have been doing clinical hypnotherapy for 10 years. It'll be 10 years in October. So I do have a lot more experience than a lot of the people there. But I also hope that I have a lot to share and to help support people along their way in learning their own skills. Well, that's all I had to say. Thanks for joining and listening to that. It was kind of intense, so I appreciate you guys watching that and listening to another day in the life of the HypnoSwami. Until next time, farewell.